Eastside Dave McDonald.
Go out to New York City, find a homeless guy, murder him, Batman snuff rises.
Chris Pepper Stanley.
Jedi, so much better.
One. Oh, sorry, I don't like the second one the best like everyone else.
Sean O. Barry.
This is what you get in my house. We're spilling paint in the garage. Do I stutter?
Roy Schaefer Harder.
I was ready to don a Yankee outfit and go bash people's brains and run through the streets.
They are the movie experts. They are the movie masters. They are the Watchers.
Yay!
Hey, we are back and in full effect.
That's right, we're back, Roy. We are the Watchers, your movie experts. You're listening to a brand new, fresh, monthly episode of our monthly movie show, The Watchers. I am Eastside Dave McDonald. With me, as always, Chris Pepper Stanley.
What's up?
Sean O'Barry.
Chotto.
Roy Schaefer Harder.
Howdy ho.
Together, we give you the finest in film analysis. We are The Watchers. Well, I'll tell you one thing, gentlemen. I'll tell you one thing right now. This past Friday, there was an event. And it revolved around a little film that I like to call Star Wars.
Here we go.
Did you think I was going to go there, Roy?
Let's talk about the little pieces of made in China plastic that were pushed upon us on our population on Friday.
Son of a fucking bitch. I want Jimmy Mack of Rebel Force Radio back on this program. Don't you badmouth one goddamn inch of those plastic action figures. Not dolls. Action figures. Picked up myself a Kylo Ren, yo!
Who's that?
Did you hear that? Kylo Ren?
Nothing a little penicillin can't cure.
Kylo Ren is one of the new villains in the Star Wars series. Well, at least in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Although there is some speculation that Kylo Ren will die, as it was a big deal when Darth Maul came out for the Phantom Menace, and he was on all of the lunch boxes and all of the book bags, and they killed his ass. They killed him
at the end of the fucking
in that very first episode of the prequel. So some people are speculating about perhaps a similar fate for Kylo Ren, and it might happen. But I do want to talk on Thursday before Force Friday. On Thursday,
oh man,
Rebel Force Radio sent the Dave man, yours truly. That's right. They put me on a PR list. They got me a phenomenal, inside pass, if you will, to Toys R Us, where I could meet author Steve Sansweet, who has a brand new book out. It's The Ultimate Guide to the Star Wars Action Figures.
Oh, God.
That's a book? Does he talk about the Yankees in it?
Specifically, George Posada. And
I'm going to write a book about the time Luke Skywalker was caught having sex with
your lightsaber in your ass?
Lightsaber in Boba Fett's ass. I'm
gonna buy that book.
I'm gonna be on the New York Times bestseller list in no time.
Here's the book. I'm just going to. I had my headphones off, and I'm going to. I'm anticipating that everything you said while my headphones were off was complimentary.
Yeah.
And no one got fucked in the ass, but knowing you degenerates, that probably didn't happen. It's called the.
Yeah, it's pretty much called the what is it? The Everyday Guide to Star Wars, the Ultimate Action Figure Collection.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what it's called. It's written by, as you can see, Stephen J. Sansweet. Although I instantly got
still a virgin.
He is 70 years young, and he is phenomenal. How dare you mock Steve Sansweet? And yes, I had such a great conversation with him at Toys R Us. I left that little meeting calling him Steve Sansweet. I didn't call him Stephen J. Sansweet, which is on the book. I called him Steve. But here's something I want to show you guys.
Stevie Sweets.
I want to show you the book because we are
I really
doing
want to
this.
see it. I want to see it, Dave.
All right, I knew that you would, Roy. You fucking piece of shit. You tongue-in-cheek, ironic asshole.
I can't wait for the new Star Trek to come out.
I just want to show you how many Darth Vaders they have, Roy. And as you can see here, guys, we've got not just one.
Yeah, there he is. Oh my
Two.
God. There's like 4 pages of let me clarify this for the audience.
4,
4 pages of little plastic Chinese-made action figures,
6,
probably containing lead paint
7,
that
8.
our children are going to put in their mouths and poison themselves.
9.
9
We've got
pages.
9 pages of Darth Vader action figures alone with which to ogle and look at. Of course, the 1978 original from Kenner, and we had all of this. And me and Steve Sansweet, we had a phenomenal conversation.
Yeah,
It was absolutely awesome.
I would've
And
loved to see
yes,
that one.
Roy, you might mock. You might mock. But you know what, my friend? I have the Force. The Force flows through the Dave,
I
man.
noticed that. Yeah, I see you opening up doors at Target.
Exactly. I went to Target the next day, inspired by my Star Wars meeting with Steve Sansweet for Force Friday. And I
floated up the
said,
stairs at
I
Roosevelt
said to
Field.
myself, this motherfucking Jedi wants plastic dolls at 80% off. So I bought myself a Poe. He's the new X-Wing pilot. I bought myself a Rey. She's the girl. But then I bought myself a gigantic edition of Kylo Ren, the new villain. And I might actually go back this weekend and pick up a Captain Phasma because I realized
what you
I
should go
need
back to doing is drinking because the
Okay.
money was better spent.
Yeah, thanks,
right.
Pepper. Let me ask you a question, Dave. Do you plan on opening up the boxes on these guys? Because they could be worth $600,000 in about 73 years.
First of all, I already opened up the action figures and I played with them.
Well,
Yeah.
well, there you go. Bad investment. You should buy another one and do not open them up.
At least I don't fuck kids, Roy. Okay? At least I'm not some Jared Fogle over here with internet porn like you Gary Glitter son of a bitch. I know what goes on in that fucking creepy Long Island basement of child horrors that you call a home.
Oh, here it comes.
Look, I know
Get so
my
mad.
Star Wars obsession is reaching, some would say, unhealthy levels.
Yeah, it's a
Well, what-
zenith.
I think you three are missing the pop culture boat on this one. I really do.
We might very well be. You might be right,
know,
David, and I hope you are.
I think the three of you are thinking, look, I mean, what is this guy? He's talking about some film from 1977. Listen, gentlemen, The Force Awakenings is happening. It's real. It's out in 99 days as we speak. J.J. Abrams is going to direct the shit out of this thing. Star Wars is back. There's a movie a year for 5 years. Star Wars Rebels comes back to Disney XD in October. Listen, mock all you want.
Move the
My
mic.
meeting with Steven Sansweet
I
went
will mock all I
wonderfully.
want.
You move the
Let me
mic
ask you.
away.
Let me
Too
ask you a
close.
question.
Too close to the mic.
Now, this is a serious question, Dave. What happens if the movie comes out and it sucks? What happens then? Are you
I'll be
gonna
honest.
are you gonna be honest
The
and
last
be like,
3
hey,
fucking movies suck. It doesn't matter.
yeah? Now, are you gonna admit
You
that, hey, you know
sucked.
what?
You sucked the last 3 movies, Pepper.
Now, if
Pepper,
this-
your last 3 movies sucked.
Now, I actually respect your taste in film. Now, what happens if this movie comes out and it
I'll
is
be honest.
garbage? Would you be
I-
honest?
I would be honest.
Or would you have to? Would you get the
I
tattoo
was
removed?
critical of Phantom Menace when it first came out. However, I have since revised my Phantom Menace opinion, not because of anything or any outside forces or other influences, merely because actually the Phantom Menace has grown on me. Yes, we all know Jar Jar's annoying. Isn't that an old, tired, cliche? Haven't we heard that before? The character was supposed to be annoying. Think of it like this. Qui-Gon, portrayed by Liam Neeson, is like after Yoda, he's a goddamn Buddhist monk warrior space pirate. And even Liam Neeson gets irritated by Jar Jar Binks. Case in point, the scene where they're at the table and Jar Jar is like a frog trying to, get his tongue to eat these flies. And he kind of bites at 3 or 4 flies. Finally, Liam Neeson grabs Jar Jar's tongue and says, "Don't do that again." Well, that's Liam Neeson even being aggravated by Jar Jar Binks. So the character itself was supposed to be annoying. So people are missing the boat on Jar Jar. He wasn't supposed to be cool like Han Solo or like Qui-Gon or Darth Maul. There's always different kind of... C-3PO was supposed to be like the Woody Allen of fucking robots, basically. He's a
Dave.
goddamn... Yes, sir.
You sound like you're off the fucking rails. You sound totally insane right now. You've been going on for like 5 minutes about Jar Jar Binks.
I'm just saying, he's not...
Are you okay, dude?
I'm fine.
Maybe you shouldn't go to any more Star Wars events, for real.
I think there really is lead paint in those action figures.
So you're saying my meaning...
You're into fucking deep, dude. It's too fucking... You're barely in, and it's too deep.
It's too real, man. It's too real for you.
I want to read you what Steve Sansweet wrote to me. You can see it right here.
Read it to me.
Yeah, Dave, please get off my lap.
Take all the shots you want, gentlemen. You're just jealous, and I know it. I know it because I have a hobby. And the rest of you 3 shit kickers have nothing but your sad, sorry-ass lives.
Yeah, 2 of us
with
are musicians.
I have joy in my heart. And you're all green with envy because I have genuine joy in my heart, and its name is Star Wars. And here's what Steve Sansweet wrote to me. To Dave, now you can collect them all. May the Force be with you. Okay. Steve Sansweet. Force Friday, 2015.
He's as nuts as you are.
You know how happy I was that Steve said... Do you know who Steve Sansweet is? Does any of you guys have any... He's not just the author of this best-selling book, which I paid $45 for.
What?
He's not just... Look at this thing, Pepper. It's like a fucking textbook. You think this kind of thing is cheap?
It's a filled with photos of toys.
There's the price tag. Excuse me, $40. $40. Steve Sansweet works, or at least worked for Lucasfilm. He was the official Lucasfilm liaison between Lucasfilm Limited and Star Wars fans. His job, he was the curator of the Star Wars Museum and now heads an enterprise called Rancho Obi-Wan, which is located in San Francisco.
It's a taco stand.
Are you through? And if it was, it would be the world's most galactically cool taco stand of all time. But it's not. Rancho Obi-Wan is the world's largest collection of Star Wars toys and memorabilia. And yes, Steve Sansweet curates that. That's not all. If you have the Star Wars Blu-ray collection, which I do, of course,
the only one.
There's actually a phenomenal hour-and-a-half-long Oh, my God! Okay, wait, hold on. This isn't the Davey Mac Sports program. I can't talk sports. But the Yankees, with bases loaded, had a routine ground ball, and fucking Steven Drew just dropped it, and the game is tied. He's a choke artist. Second error of the game, by the way. But anyway... Holy fuck, Steven Drew is awful. I know he got a big double the other day. Now, if you have the Star Wars Blu-rays, gentlemen, you would know that there is a fantastic documentary in which it's called something like The Ultimate Warrior. Not The Ultimate Warrior, but Space Warriors, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, hot. Sexy.
And the movie... And yes, it is a movie because it's like a feature-length film, is about these people who are going to dress up like stormtroopers, and out of 800, they're going to cut it down to 200, and those 200 will march in the Rose Bowl parade. Okay?
Okay. And then?
And you know whose job it was to cut it down to only 200 stormtroopers? Yeah, that's right. Steve Sansweet, motherfucker. Steve Sansweet. Okay? So I met a guy who's in a documentary, a guy who's put out a New York Times bestseller, a guy who curates the Rancho Obi-Wan. Who have you met recently, gentlemen? Go ahead. I'm waiting. I know Pepper's met his drug dealer a few times since probably last Tuesday.
I met my kid's second grade teacher today.
I know Roy's met his NAMBLA sponsor. But I met Steve Sansweet. All right?
Dave, the thing is, we're better off for not meeting him. That's the thing. Like you've gotten less than. You've been depleted because of him.
Boy, I hope Jimmy Mack don't hear this episode. This Star Wars episode.
I like Swank better anyway.
No, hey, listen, we're pals with Jimmy Mack.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay. We can like them both. I like them both. That's
All
the
right,
key.
Good.
They're going to have our fantastic relationship with Rebel Force Radio go down the goddamn drain if you keep talking like that.
They're fucking you up though by giving you access to these fucking minor Star Wars celebrities.
They put me on the PR list. You know how
that's a Star Wars hanger-on. Is what
you know
that
how
guy
great
is.
I felt
Yeah.
cutting 8 nerds in line, going, "Excuse me, you fucking geeks. The Dave Man coming through. He's on a list."
They really were so upset, too. They were so jealous.
No, but I swear to God, I did hear a couple guys going, "Listen, I know this is controversial, but I like Phantom Menace better than Clone Wars." And I go, I need to be a part of this conversation. So I actually joined a fucking Star Wars geek circle with people who didn't even know me. They just saw some fucking freakazoid. But the thing was, I had a tattoo, and I've kissed a girl. So it was like fucking Jim Morrison entered their little party. It was great. I felt like I finally realized at Star Wars conventions, I'm like goddamn Elvis, you know?
Yeah.
I walk in the room and everyone's like, "Who's that guy?" He's wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt and Actually, I was wearing an AT-AT shirt, so I don't want to lie because I put the picture on Instagram, by the way, at Instagram.com/EastsideDave. Just scroll through it and you'll see the picture of me with Steve Sansweet wearing a very handsome blue AT-AT shirt. What's an AT-AT? It was those robotic dinosaurs that the Empire used in The Empire Strikes Back. So there you go. Now, Wes Craven died. Did you see this?
Yeah,
I did actually. Yeah, that one actually upset me a little bit.
Legendary director of Nightmare on Elm Street and all 4 of these Scream movies, died battling brain cancer, 76 years young. Phenomenal horror director. I particularly love Wes Craven because I think there was a solid 6 years in a row I went as Freddy Krueger for Halloween. And I'm not even joking. Like, I purchased the little fucking Freddy Krueger glove. And to this day, I still think it's one of the coolest items of all time to have. If you didn't have a little plastic Freddy Krueger glove, well, God damn it, you weren't growing up in the fucking 1980s, baby.
Dude, you're going to make your own, dude. Get a glove, cut some knives, get some tape. Yeah, man, that was the best.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't actually want to kill people, Sean O'Barry.
Well,
I don't know about you.
That's you, that's me. What you
No, but I remember that my mom got me the Freddy Krueger glove, so I was all excited. But then she kind of cheaped out and didn't get me a sanctioned Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger mask. Instead, she got a mask, and the plastic label simply said, "Zombie who will scare you in your sleep."
Well,
Wow.
Kind of on point.
Right, but it was like but even the mask was representative of that description. It was just a little off, and the rest of my friends had Freddy Krueger masks, and here I am, zombie who's going to scare you in your sleep.
But that's a breakdown of what Freddy Krueger is. He's a guy that enters your nightmares. He's a guy that died, right? He dies.
I, you are right. He did
the
die.
furnace,
So I guess he is kind of
fire.
zombie-ish in that way.
He's coming back in your dreams. He's gonna scare you while you're sleeping. Bam,
I never
Beanie's
really
on it,
thought
man.
of it like that, but yeah, all right, fine. So you're saying my mom was onto something because I just think she was an Irish cheapskate.
Well, there's probably a lot of that going on too.
Did any of you guys watch the Nightmare on Elm Street films?
That was
or
actually-
any of the Scream films.
No, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. To me, was the scariest movie I've ever seen in my life. I definitely had nightmares about Freddy Krueger. The whole concept of
That was
entering your
horrifying.
dreams. Yeah, it's totally horrifying.
That was horrendous.
I don't think Nightmare on Elm Street was too bad.
Oh
what
my
did
God,
it for
Roy.
me was
Crazy.
what was that movie?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No, it was Paranormal Activity. The first one really scared me.
Oh,
Right,
you
was that everything
suck.
to do with Wes Craven?
So
or-
modern.
I like
No,
found footage.
And Troll Hunter really kind of freaked
Okay.
me out a little bit.
That
Oh.
movie
Stop.
freaked you out?
Now we're just
He's just
are we just
he's
naming movies now?
derailing another classic Watchers episode.
No,
It's what he does best.
the newer film Troll Hunter, right?
Yeah,
Like
the
the,
Norwegian film.
Yeah. Why'd that freak you out? It was fun.
I thought that was pretty. Well, it kind of freaked me out because hey, there could be trolls. Like
Okay, hang on.
Yeah,
By
and
by
there's
the
a
way,
government,
hang,
government
a
agency.
conspiracy about it. Sure, yeah.
wait. By the way, can I just interrupt Roy because I was watching Troll Hunter one day, and Roy walks in on me watching Troll Hunter, and he says, "What the fuck are you watching? What is this, a kids movie? What is this garbage?" And he shits all over it, and he walks out of the
You're
room,
stealing Shadow's life.
makes
you
me
fucking
feel like
pirate.
a piece of
Now
garbage,
It's my favorite movie.
and then
think
it now
this
is his favorite goddamn movie because he actually sat down and
I
watched
know.
it.
That's
He does
true.
this all the time, Sean O'Barry. I don't know.
Oh, I know.
I let him speak,
Yeah.
and then dare I say anything to Roy Schaefer, the internet accuses
Yeah.
me of being mean to him.
You know what I
But
just
he commits identity theft all the
No,
time.
You know what
He
I just put? You know what I just put on my Amazon wish list?
What?
I hate to say it, but there's a book on Star Wars action figures I'm buying.
No, Roy, don't do it.
I'll let you borrow mine, you fucking asshole. But I'm gonna charge you $20 for it. I'm gonna be like the goddamn most expensive library of all time over here.
My favorite Roy heist of my thing of the Watchers. We were talking about. I think you sent out send me content for the Watchers, and we're saying what's our favorite movie quotes. And I tell Roy before the show, I love when during Scarface, Tony's like fly pelican fly, and there's a bunch of
Pelican.
there's a bunch of fucking
pelican fly.
and a bunch of flamingos flying away. So I thought it was like such a funny line. It's fly pelican fly, a bunch of
Yeah,
flamingos.
it's great.
I tell Roy all about it. So then we're going around the horn, and you fucking go to Roy first, and he says his favorite line is fucking fly pelican fly. I wanted
That's
to.
not,
I
time out.
respect that.
Time out. That's not
He
even
reminded me.
funny.
Yeah, that was my
Wait.
favorite line.
Let me talk for a second. That's not even funny because it's taken months for Shadow to reveal that. Like if Shadow had
was-
revealed it that episode,
Probably the
then
years.
okay, Roy, you've had a fun little practical joke at Shadow's expense. You just flat out ripped off his life and then fucked his goddamn segment up on the Watchers.
I'm like the fat Jew of the Watchers. here.
What the shit is that? No anti-Semitism on this show.
No, you never heard of the
No,
Fat Jew?
No, not at all. Not at all.
We're gonna move on from that.
Fly
Pepper knows what I'm
pelican.
talking about, right, Pepper?
No,
Fat
he
Jew.
doesn't. Pepper, you
you,
stay
dude.
out of this.
I'm all about you, dude.
No, in all honesty, I thought the Scream movies were great. Well, at least the first two. I love the first two. The third one was a little much. It was, a movie inside a movie. That one was like on the set of a movie while they're filming Scream the movie, and it's like, okay, we get it. You're really going crazy, Pink Floyd, like just way into the we're gonna parody a horror film while also making a horror film. But I thought the first two worked really, really well. I enjoyed the first two.
I love the first one. Very unexpected, very comical, yet really intense and actual scary. Very cool.
Yeah,
You know who
what
was
was that
in the-
movie? Iridescence or Indigestion or
That's
was
what it
that-
was. It was
Yeah,
indigestion.
indigestion.
No, it was a really scary movie, and I can't remember. Fairly modern, but they just did a remake of it. Inconceivable or
Okay.
what's it
Princess
called?
Bride.
I don't know. Every
Remember
American word that starts with the letter I.
Give me a second. I'm gonna Google.
Inconvenient. Insects.
Inseparable.
It's
Interloper.
Incest.
Incest.
Yeah.
Just. You know who was in the second Scream film, and I want to save up money or beg listeners to give us money so that we can purchase tickets. Because The Watchers is usually very film specific, but this I feel like would be a fun class trip, if you will. I just saw this on TV while waiting for going between Davy Mac Sports Program and The Watchers. And that is that the chick who was in Roseanne, Laurie Metcalf, she was in Roseanne,
Which one was
JFK,
she?
and then was in Scream 2 as the mom of like one of the kids, right? Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I remember. I
Who
know
in
what you're talking
Roseanne?
about.
Who in Roseanne was she?
Roseanne's sister.
Oh, sister. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was
her
also
name.
in the film JFK.
Got
She
it.
was in Scream 2.
Got it.
Laurie Metcalf. She is going to be on Broadway as in the Kathy Bates role, playing Misery,
Whoa.
and Bruce Willis is going to be the bedridden
Wow.
James Caan role.
I could
Oh,
see
that's
this.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. I just saw this on commercial. I go, I'd like to fucking see that. Laurie Metcalf does she has the psychopath down perfectly.
100%.
Right.
I mean, she's got a crazy goddamn look to her.
Yeah.
So obviously she could pull off the Kathy Bates thing perfectly. And to see Bruce Willis, a huge movie star, I actually think he could pull off the James Caan role. I'd be down for that shit. I don't know
Yeah.
if the rest of the Watchers
Getting
would.
hobbled.
Getting his fucking leg smashed with a hammer.
With
I
an
think it would
ankle.
be awesome.
Just ankle. Ugh.
I hate it. I hope it fails.
Now, why would you hope it fails? Why
Well-
would you do that?
Pepper's an optimist.
I don't need you asking me fucking personal questions like that, dude.
It's a show.
I just want to succeed if it's an American movie because I think it will help the economy a little bit.
Are you being serious right
should,
now?
should I just hit the end music now?
Of course,
or-
I'm serious.
I want to give you your top 10 films that made money.
What?
Top 10, Sinister 2. Number 9, Un Galo con Muchos Huevos. 8, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. 7, Inside Out. 6, Owen Wilson's No Escape. 5, The Transporter Refueled. 4, Mission Impossible. 3, A Walk in the Woods. 2, Straight Outta Compton. And 1, the Christian drama War Room. Up to
What?
$28 million.
War
Apparently,
Room?
Is that
it's
for
a
real?
weird, independent Christian drama, and all you do is you advert. This is why we should fucking make a movie and just advertise it to Christians.
We should
Alright.
just say we're a Christian show.
Exactly.
Yeah, Cartman did it, right? In South
Right.
Park. We could
We're
do
a
it.
Christian podcast.
And
Yeah.
then it'll be us four, like Human Centipede style, all fucking each other.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. It'll be the greatest practical joke and yet the biggest moneymaker of all time. We'll make fucking $16 million in one weekend, gentlemen.
That's all we
Think
need is
about it.
one
Short term
weekend.
in the front.
Not a bad fucking day's work, eh? Hey?
I'll take it.
All right. Well, that'll do her. That's it for the Watchers. So again, obviously these guys are jealous of me, and I want to thank Rebel Force Radio and Steve Sansweet for making my Force Friday spectacular. Force Friday. Loved it.
Force
Star
it
Wars
in.
is back.
Force it in.
As for the Watchers, my name is Eastside Dave McDonald. Yeah, baby.
Woo.
And we had Chris Pepper Stanley.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
we had Chanel Barrett.
Shut up.
We had Roy Mahana.
Right.
I know.
And we say, good night, everybody.
Yeah.